Hey, thanks for dropping in. So, about 90% of the time when I cook, I cater to my family's tastes. That means easy on a garlic, nothing too crazy spicy, and a whole lot of pasta. Once in a while, though, I'll sneak in something just for me, and that's what we're doing today with 40 clove chicken. Stick around and let's make it. I think I've mentioned it before, but neither my wife nor my daughter are big fans of garlic. Unless we're talking garlic bread or garlic fries. I keep telling Nova, my daughter, that she's got to embrace her Filipino side and learn to love garlic, but she stubbornly refuses. I'm still hoping it's a phase and she'll eventually come around. We'll see. So as you can see here, we've got a lot of garlic. Is it 40 cloves? I don't know. I didn't count them. Plus, I'm only making enough chicken for myself, so I don't need that many. We don't need to do anything to these guys except peel them, and we do that by snipping a bit off the nub end, then giving them a little smash with the side of a knife. And the skins should pretty much pop loose. That should do it. Now, pardon me for a minute while I terrorize my daughter with my sticky, stinky garlic fingers. Alright, I'm back. Next, we've got the chicken. Only 4 pieces, because as I said, it's only for me, and I'm using my favorite cut. Thighs. Bone in and skin on, of course. Not only are these the easiest part of the chicken to cook, they're also, in my opinion, the tastiest. And in that regard, we gave them a little boost by dry brining them overnight. Dry brining simply means we're going to hit the raw chicken with some salt. Doing this in advance allows time for the seasoning to penetrate the meat while also drying the surface, which facilitates browning. All we gotta do is sprinkle the chicken somewhat liberally with salt. Oops, let me flip this over. We always want to start with the meat side. This is because later on, after we flip them again and season, the skin side will be face up in the fridge, which means it'll be the drier side, which hopefully means more golden skin. Okay, these can go in the fridge overnight. I've got a nice spot, all picked out, far away from anything to avoid contamination. Let's go back to the present. Aside from chicken and garlic, the other ingredients we'll need for this recipe are some sort of alcohol. I'm using brandy, but white wine is also common. Vermouth would also work. We'll need chicken stock, which we'll make using my favorite BTB. And herbage. Classically, this would be thyme on its own, but I'm also throwing in a bit of sage and rosemary for a little more complexity. Okay, let's get cooking. The first thing we need to do is brown the chicken. So I'll lay the thighs into a hot pan with a bit of oil, skin side first. We'll hit them with a bit of fresh cracked pepper. And we'll let these go for 5 to 6 minutes until the skin is beautiful and golden. Alright, time to flip. We can pepper this side. And we can also add the garlic. Spread them around a pan. Now in go the herbs. They can nestle right in the middle. And we can slap on the lid and let these cook until the chicken's done. It shouldn't be more than about 20 minutes, give or take. We'll give it a shake once in a while so that nothing burns. It's been 20 minutes. Let's see how our bird's doing. Wow, this smells ridiculous. I wish you guys were here. I'd say it's done, but we'll check the temperature just to be sure. Yep, they're good. Actually, a little bit over. Good thing we use thighs. They can come out, and we'll tent them with a bit of foil to keep them warm. And the herbs can come out too. They're done. We don't want them. Now we can make the sauce. To do that, all we need to do is pour in the brandy, carefully, to avoid any flare-ups, and we'll let it bubble for a minute to boil off the alcohol. Now for the stock. Because I'm feeling lazy, I'll make it directly in a pan, so in with a couple of cups of water. Then a spoonful of BTB. And we'll let this simmer until reduced by about 2/3. That's looking really good. To finish, we'll whisk a little cold butter for richness and sheen. If you wanted, you could thicken the sauce by whisking in a cornstarch slurry, or even a splash of heavy cream. But I like it where it is, so we'll leave it alone. Last thing we gotta do is taste. Maybe just a bit more pepper. And we're done. We can go to the table. And here we go, our 30-ish clove chicken. I've only plated 3 pieces because plating always looks better in odd numbers. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? But it's missing something. How about some sauce? Some garlicky, herby, savory, buttery sauce. A generous amount of it. We want our chicken to sit in a little pool. And a light sprinkle of fresh thyme for color. That's better. Let's do the flyby. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you like this episode, please hit the like and subscribe buttons before you go. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, those are always welcome. Drop them below. I'll see you next time.